For the Zips Digital Network, Chad Welker here with women's head coach Brandon Padgett. And Coach, you went 2-1 last week. Let's first briefly talk about the Ohio State contest when you went down to Columbus to battle the number 10 Buckeyes.
It was a great match for us to play. Disappointed in a 7-0 scoreline, but when you look at the matches, each match individually, we played them tough. We had chances to get wins on 1 and 3. Louisa had a set point on the second set on court 4 to push that to a third. So, I think we definitely grew as a team, and it's nice when the opposing coach tells you that they got better after playing you. So it was a good result for us in the end.
Good compliment from the coach down at Ohio State. You moved into Saturday. You faced off with Detroit Mercy, and Binghamton won both those matches 6-1. What did the girls kind of take from the result Wednesday that then they could erase that out of their mind for the moment and compete on Saturday?
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing for us is being consistent, and we were not consistent on Saturday. If you compare the Wednesday match with Ohio State, I think it's the most complete singles match we played collectively, and then Saturday was kind of up and down for us. Had a couple third set tie breaks against Detroit and one against Binghamton. So we talked a lot about being consistent on our end and playing at our level, not playing at the level of the opponent.
We head into this week, and you head to Illinois State on Thursday, IUPUI and Butler on Saturday. What will you look at from the ladies to improve their games individually?
A lot of our MAC schools have played, either have played or will play all three of these teams, so it'll give us kind of a good gauge as to where we are and where some of the other schools are. I know head-to-head matchups mean more than anything else for us, but it's always good to kind of see, again, gauge yourself with the rest of the conference competition. Illinois stayed strong. They just took a tough loss to Toledo in a very good match, so that'll tell us a lot kind of about where we are.
From an individual standpoint, who has kind of stuck out in your mind, who's continually elevated their game consistently over the past few weeks? Yeah,
and it's kind of been somebody different almost, from match to match. Anna had a great run there for a little bit and had a hiccup against Detroit on Saturday, but when Soph's been in the lineup, we kind of rest her when we can. She's an old lady now, as a fifth-year senior, but she's been very consistent for us. Maruna picked it up. We moved her down to 3 for a couple matches and brought her back up to 2, and she's really stepped up big for us there right now.
And then, of course, just want to kind of gauge on how you're going into this weekend with how you're going to approach the lineups with other things going on with the team.
We should be fine to put out the lineup that we feel comfortable with going into conference. We're still kind of working through a couple of things at the bottom of singles and third doubles to really decide what we want to do. And this weekend, again, we've got 5 matches left in total before conference, so this will give us time to really narrow down on what we want to do.
And fans, if you want to keep updated yourselves with women's tennis, you can always visit gozips.com or visit the Akron Women's Tennis page on Facebook. For Chad Welker and Brandon Padgett, have a great week. And as always, go Zips.